In this video, you're going to see Laura generate loads more clubhead speed, learn the feelings of how to strike her irons really solid, really compress them, and hit them much straighter. And you're going to see it completely live. Now look, I know that could potentially help. Laura's a beginner golfer, but you know what? Something like this can help every single golfer, because what we're working on is what all good players do. So look over my shoulder right now and watch the whole thing. I'm sure you're going to really enjoy it. Okay, so speed's pretty good. You know, at the moment, it's carry 65 yards with a 7-iron, 76 yards in total. But what I want you to look at is these are a couple of areas you need to improve in, right? So we might get rid of these for a second. Club path, face to path, right? This is the slice territory that you're in at the moment, right? So what that means, that -10 means that what you're doing is you're swinging that way, so across the line. This face position, which is your club face, means that your club face is open to that path, so you're creating this kind of, in a sense, although it's not showing much on TrackMan, you're gliding across the ball. It means that it's a weak shot. So you're not getting the full metal going into the back of the ball, which is going to give you the power. You're glancing across the ball this way, which is why that you're not getting loads of distance.
Okay.
Combine that with your low point, which is 1.8B, which basically means that what you're doing is not only are you coming across the line, but you're hitting the ball when the club grounds behind the ball, then it comes up, versus hitting it on the way down.
Okay.
All right? So what we're going to do is try to get your swing in a position, the ultimate aim here to get some serious power and improve that strike, is to try and get you, when you're coming down, to strike the ball then the ground. All right? Now to do that, we're going to go enhance those step exercises. Yeah? So right now, what we're doing is this. You're swinging back and you're hitting from the back foot. When you hit from the back foot, this encourages the body to go open up and come across the line and literally do this. Slice across it.
Right.
Yeah? What we want to do is somehow help you get back onto the front foot. So now look, we attack more from this space. We come down the line, more metal goes through the ball, and you're going to hit it further.
Okay.
All right? So let's do a few little simple things, right? So let's start with some basic exercises where we do the club along the chest. So just put the club along the shoulders and put your feet together, okay? And what we're going to do is going to get those shoulders turned towards the target first, okay? Now you're going to get the shift and turn. So you're going to shift, then we're going to turn. Right? And as you're turning back, we're going to shift towards the target. Shift, that's it. Then turn.
Right, okay.
Right? Yeah. Now here's what's happening at the moment is to put your feet together. Shift back. You're doing this, and then what happens when you shift forward now, shift forward, you're going together.
Right, okay.
So what you're doing is you're throwing your body towards the target. You follow?
Yeah.
Okay. So just so you get that sensation of literally going turn, that's it. Shift, then turn. Shift, then turn.
Yeah.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, do it. So see if you can do that a bit more rhythmically. Shift, then turn. Shift, then turn.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. Now, one other thing we can play around with is just to enhance the feel. If I grab the club for a second. Okay. We said, look, we need to get you improving this club path so we can get you more power.
Yeah.
Just on there for a second. So you're starting to organize this motion. When I'm shifting here, look, we want you in this space when we're coming down so we can drive through. Right now, you're in which space?
Going
this
down.
Space, coming down and
down.
across, right?
Yeah.
So let me give you a bit of a fun exercise. You probably love doing this. You stand there for a second. You can do it to me in a minute, right? So I'm going to give you a simple feeling exercise. So hold my hands. Okay, and this is like a bit of a tug of war, right? So what I'm going to do here is I am going to imagine throwing you towards the screen.
Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you?
I am, right? What I'm going to do there is look, I'm going to walk this way, then I'm going to throw you.
Right,
you feel that, right? Now the idea is what am I doing here? My body is leading, yeah?
Yeah.
And then throwing. So set me up. So you're going to walk, you're going to pull me that way, keep going. Now, don't pull me with your arms. So you're going to have to, you're there, you try to do this. Try to walk, you're literally going to like win the tug of war. You're going to try and move your body this way, get some momentum going, then throw
Right.
me, okay? So walk backwards. That's it, there you go, yeah? Almost, okay. Now, one thing that's probably just stopping this working just a little bit, right, is just your grip and just maybe allowing this club to flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if this is rock solid and your arms are rock solid, then you've got nothing to throw. If I throw a ball like this, and I'm doing everything you're doing everything I tell you to do, it's like, it never work. So at some stage, this has got to be thrown, okay?
Right.
So get yourself set. So hold that club just there for a second. Hold it in both hands. And just let the club, for a second, get the wrists working a bit more. Here.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So when you're swinging, good. Set. Good. Okay. Right. Awesome. So we're getting momentum now. I like that. The one thing that we're not quite getting on the way through is this is all great here, and then on the way through, it's still a bit like this. Yeah. So we know that's the toughest bit. That's what's going to make the biggest difference to our path and our power.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So this is all good. You're starting to get some speed now with the club. Body's starting to work much better here. You're working the space, but somehow we've got to help you feel this rather than that. Okay. So keep working on this for a second because this is important. So what we'll do a step exercise. So what we'll do, make this motion again where you're letting the club swing, you're moving your body, and then what you're going to do is when you swing your back, you're going to take a step forward, then swing. This is that. Imagine you're throwing me. You're going step, throw versus this.
So when do I do the step? Sorry.
Always before you throw. So
could you do it again for me?
Yeah, of
so
course,
I can just see.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is watch. We get the club swinging like this. Got the momentum. You're moving the body. Then look at this. We're going to step, throw.
Right, okay.
You see the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes. See like there?
Yeah.
There's a lovely delay, isn't there? There's a rhythm to that motion, yeah?
When you see people doing a swing, you don't see them doing all this stepping motion. So why is that? Is that because they suddenly feel it in their...
Well, it's a really good question. So the thing is why do we do steps? Well, steps give you a real grand, almost over-exaggerated feeling of what you're supposed to do. If you don't do steps, and I say shift pressure, you can't feel it. It's too subtle.
Right.
So like doing these silly exercises where I kind of, do this, by making it really big and grand and kind of like over-exaggerated, the idea is that your body goes, oh, I get it. And then over time, if you do a few of these exercises, you can then make it more subtle. So like here, when I'm throwing, you can see here, as I'm going, look, what I'm really doing, I stand, I'm stopping, and then at some stage, that platform allows me to throw. Versus that nothing's happening, and it's all this. Heaving.
But eventually, if I did that stepping, eventually I wouldn't need to do that step anymore because I
100%.
know how it's meant to feel.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we don't hit loads of golf balls to start off with.
Right.
Hitting loads of golf balls, you're just going to react to the ball. Yeah. Your job at the moment is and I'm looking for this picture. I'm looking for this swing. I'm looking for helping you learn the feelings of the correct swing. And I know that once I start to see that pattern, I don't care about all these numbers. These numbers will automatically improve. Your shots will automatically improve. And all I'm looking for is that lovely pattern where you're landing and you're throwing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So start off again. Let the club just swing backwards and forwards. Get some rhythm. Right. Good. Go into your that's it. That's it. Now, get your back to forward toward that. There you go. Now. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, feel different.
Yeah.
Okay, so play around with that. Now, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I can see you want to hit some balls, so let's hit some balls.
I want to see if I've improved.
Well, exactly right. But so you just play around with that as much as you've got the feelings. Just think of the golf balls as the distraction. That it can distract you from working on the swing and getting a sense of what you need to do. Because you hit a bad shot, hit a good shot, and it's distraction. Your job is just to keep sensing that momentum, thinking, how can I amplify it? Danny's on the other end of that, and I'm going to throw him. Yeah, all right, have a go. Not quite. So if we look at those numbers there, still a -10. So still a -10 in terms of path. Club face is still open. Distance has come up a little bit. Club head speed certainly come up.
Yeah.
And what we have improved, by the way, because of this exercise, now look, 2.4 inches after the golf ball.
Yeah.
So we've increased the speed, we've increased your distance, and that's because you've started to add some speed here, right? And because you're starting to step, you're organising it a little bit. So you're now start to strike down on the golf, which is great. What you're doing though is we haven't quite got the tug-of-war motion. So what you're doing is you're swinging up here, and when you then step, it's this way, which is why you still pass over there.
Yeah.
We've got to learn that sensation. It's really normal for people who slice it and struggle with distance, is to get you more over here, because now, when I transition my weight over here, if I'm still here, where am I now? I'm going to be hitting it much more
that way, yeah.
That way. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And where's it going to take you? Where are you throwing? Where are you throwing me? Over this way. Okay, this way. Still a bit over there, yeah? That's it. That's it, yes. You make it feel that?
Yeah.
So it's your body that's throwing me this way. You can throw me this way. That's going to give you that numbers. But you can also throw me this way.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm kind of going over there now, because I keep on thinking of you over there.
That's all right, that's all right.
Oh.
That's all right, don't worry. Look, you're trying. You're trying, and it doesn't matter.
Look, if you were standing over there, I would have hit you, though.
So you try to, exactly. And I think, like a lot of us, when we're trying to improve the path or the direction, you try to put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. So, and it's not, everyone does it start with, right? The aid is, look, you're swinging. So let's do this together, and we'll help each other, right? So just swing the club backwards and forwards. You get the body swinging the club back and forwards. Right, now, swing the club this way. So the wrong way. Out there and across. With your body, backwards and forward. There you go. Right, now swing this way. That's it, still swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wrists work a bit more. That's it, in this direction. Keep going.
Yeah.
Now keep going. Now how can the body help you swing even more that way? How can you shift your weight that way? That's it. Yeah, good. Now start moving over here. There you go. See how quickly you can start to change the direction of your swing, right? So when you're making these motions, that's what I want you to imagine, is that you're in control of this, and you can simply just move around. The key is not to put it in position. Just literally allow the club to keep swinging, organising it backwards and forwards, and just moving it in those different directions so you're in control. And this path will automatically change. Okay? Look at that.
Yeah.
Now look at the difference.
Sounded nicer as well.
And look at this, look. Look at your club head speed there, look.
Yeah.
58 miles an hour. Your club path now has gone from -10 to -2. So now you're not nowhere near as much this way.
Yeah.
Face to path now more under control. Carried it 86 yards.
Is that one of my best?
It's amazing, yeah, amazing, right?
I think it might be.
100 yards in total with a 7-iron.
Yeah.
Right? And again, so this is the area we need to play around with, yeah? Just getting your sense of literally get momentum first of all in the club, yeah? Backwards and forwards. Then once you've got that, let the body then direct it by shifting and turning, yeah? And just play around with these lines. And with all of that, you've got this lovely effortless motion.
And out of interest, where would you want me to be with the 7-iron?
I think with your potential, with what I'm starting to see, I reckon we could get you comfortably, because I like to work on carries more than total. I reckon I'd love to get you up to 120, 130 yard in carry.
Carry,
Yeah.
right.
That's the goal, right? Not in this session, but that's certainly the goal. Wow, look at that.
I know. That felt good as well.
Yeah, and look at the numbers are starting to creep down. Look at your club head speed now, look.
Yeah.
Up to almost 60 miles an hour. Club path now is loads less than it was at the start, -10. Still need to keep improving this area, but you're getting there. Carry now up to 90. Total distance 103 yards. You're still striking it after the golf ball there. So we're starting bit by bit with this motion, and it's just you. This is just you now exploring this and being patient and just getting a sense of where it comes from. And like you said before, with just time and a bit of practice, you'll get it. Yeah? And the great thing is you own it, this.
Yeah.
It makes sense? You're generating a feel that you own, and you can take to a golf course without a load of stuff to remember. Yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant. If you enjoy videos just like this one, watch more live golf lessons right here. And look, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing so I can help you game for the rest of the year by clicking right here.